Niggas got the Brick City. Feel like we in New Jersey.
Chi-Town, the Windy City.
Or Who Kid? Where Who Kid from? He from New York for sure though.
But nah,
he gotta be
got
because
some Caribbean route.
Oh no, he Haitian for sure.
Oh yeah.
But that nigga, he might be Russian. Cause I heard that nigga was running when that nigga pumped that pun and them niggas ran down on him.
Oh yeah. So they caught that nigga.
Hell yeah. That nigga was like, ooh, okay. Nigga was shivering. Nigga said, get your tropical ass over here, nigga.
Mm-hmm. Nigga was trying to get the hottest shit out there.
Yo, bro. Now that I'm, like I said, every day I get older, I just be like, damn, bro. When we was growing up, we don't know. We didn't really realize, like, that time was not going to be that long.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we wasn't, for me, I didn't think that it was going to get to this, like, streaming and no more CDs. And even the music was more heavier in the streets. Like, niggas, you had to go to the DVD, man.
Yeah.
You had to see him, bro.
Nah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was outside. We was just saying that the other day. Like, even riding through my town, it's like, where the fuck everybody went?
Word.
It's kind of scary, bro. It's like, yo, what the fuck?
I can't remember. I was listening to an interview with somebody the other day. They was like, yeah, they was talking about like when the LimeWire era or whatever started coming out and everybody started getting. He's like, he was still going to the DVD man trying to be like, yo, how these niggas finding this shit? Like he's still looking
the
for
internet.
it.
Yeah.
He's still looking for the CDs and DVD man. He like, yo, how you getting on this new shit?
Especially in St. Croix, them niggas was eating. Even when I was down there for like that 2015, 2014 around that time still, because everybody didn't have internet around them.
Okay,
like even what Chuck was saying, like, he said in certain parts in the South, he could go and still sell CDs because they going to buy them shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they was a little later from where I'm from.
Yeah.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Not that much, but everybody just didn't have internet.
Yeah.
So whoever had it, they was ahead. They could go and download
that's
shit.
That's how it always goes. Yeah. Somebody get something from somewhere else, and then.
Because I felt like, because of my mother's job, where she worked, I was probably like the only one in my, like around my niggas that had a computer in their crib. And I didn't even know how privileged I was, bro. We always had a computer from since 8th grade. Yeah. We always had a computer. And
nah, that's a fact. I definitely remember that, yeah.
Because my mom's job, where she worked, she needed that, so she always had one.
Okay.
I mean, she hardly used it. She did, but we was more on it. We was more using that shit.
She wasn't on y'all for blocking up the phone lines and shit. Like, because that was before.
In the beginning, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Who on that computer? I've been trying to call for an hour. Yeah, it wasn't no cell phones then.
Word.
So that was the only line to get through. And trust me, if you just feeling hearing that sound, you like, yo, when I get home, I'm gonna kill these kids.
And that's when they came up with this shit. Like
the two-way shit.
Well, before that, you have to call the operator and tell them to disrupt the line.
Oh,
like
shit. I didn't
it's
know
an emergency, and then they disrupt the line.
I never heard that one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's a fact, yeah.
Well, we needed to call an ambulance for sure because my mom was going to do us dirty. We did need to make that call, but yeah, after a while, they had something that she hooked it up, like the modem or something. It came in so where she could get the calls or something like that.
Okay, yeah. That was until afterwards, though.
Yeah, it was.
That first time, you would get that, yeah.
And the niggas would, because I remember even one time I was with my cousin. We was chilling with his friends, and we was talking about that same thing. This was like 06, 07. So they like, I was like saying something like, yeah, well, we be downloading mad from LimeWire and all that. He like, word? How y'all doing all that? We was the St. Thomas type shit. So I'm like, we got internet. He like, oh, word? That's crazy. Like, and then I noticed looking around the nigga crib, I'm like, oh shit, son don't got no computer in here, bro.
Yeah. But he knew what internet was. But
he did.
Okay. Yeah. That shit was crazy.
I think what it was is when I said LimeWire, he like, LimeWire? I'm like, yeah, that's where you download all this shit from. I'm like, that's crazy.
See?
For real, bro, because even to us, think about it, like, we never knew nothing about no computer, and then you come to us with this big box attached to with some controller.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
Alright. They used to have, like, it used to be, when we was in kindergarten, I remember they had one Apple computer.
Yo, I was gonna
like,
say that. We did have a computer class, yep.
And it would be a privilege, like it'd be like,
hell yeah.
You could go on there, like, 15 minutes, like they give you
and go play with Leonardo.
Time.
Those was the big back shell shits. Them Ninja Turtle shits.
Facts.
The Hunchback of Notre Dame shits.
Yeah.
Now look, we flat back like white girls' asses.
That's crazy. Apple been getting money for a minute. like that. Come and think about it, because it wasn't like, yeah, they had a different sign and everything, but it was always the Apple signal. Like, I remember.
And Windows was on. Windows is the program, but yeah, I remember always seeing Windows was just as long or maybe longer. Yeah, them niggas is up.
Yeah, facts. I invest in them definitely. That's one of my investments. I stay with an Apple phone, so they tell you to invest in what you use and shit. So.
And it's crazy because I heard too, like, they made don't hold me against it, but they were saying like Steve Jobs, they made him sell like portions of his shit. So he only owned like 1% or some shit.
What?
I mean, prove me wrong, but there's something to that. Like, he didn't own the full 100%. And that, how the fuck you make something, invent something, create something, you don't own the 100%?
But you know how that.
All right then. All right, so you know what we doing.
Nah, that's
you know where we going.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Once you got the idea, you need the
once they see that you got the formula, they want that.
All the investment and start coming in and be like, oh yeah, we gonna take it to here, but we need, and I don't know. I ain't gonna say that he signed some shit that he didn't know that he was signing.
Probably.
But yeah.
I'm pretty sure they gave him something like, yo, this is just to protect you. Like, you sure? Yeah. Then come down the line like, nigga, you was protecting me? Oh, you trying to get me? You trying to set me up?
You know he got all that money. They probably hit him with the same shit they hit the athletes with. We gonna make you the richest person in the world.
And to talk about that, that shit with Shador had me tight. And I don't even really follow football like that or none of that shit.
But that's it.
But when they was like, because I'm hearing shit. I got ears. I'm hearing like the dude, the young boy is one of the ones. He could be one of those ones. And then you see the nigga, his pops is the high echelon, probably the top 10 greatest football players that ever lived, ever came in our era. He's again, this is just me seeing what they see. I'm looking at it with their eyes. This cocky motherfucker. We tried to get him out of here. His toe, he still got his foot. Like, how the fuck this nigga still moving? Now he got these two young stallions looking like they want to do the same thing he did and even better. We not put him in the first round. You know what this could do to the young, you know what I'm saying? How they gonna look at him being first pick? And I heard that they was saying the Giants, niggas wanted the Giants to lose so they could get the first pick or some shit.
And then they still ain't picking.
And then didn't the Giants have the other dude, that the Eagles end up getting?
Saquon.
They had him too, right?
Yeah. That's a fact.
So,
but
I swear on my grandmother's soul, if I'm lying, I'm flying. When I heard all of this shit, I'm like, yo, they trying to get at Pops, bro. Yo, they don't like his dad that much.
No. Yeah, well, I would say that too, but I would say, like, honestly, to me, Shador wasn't that good.
Okay.
But to your point, he was ranked the second best quarterback.
Okay.
So for him to drop behind 5 quarterbacks, there's no question behind there was some type of shit going on.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna get that out the way. Second, like, all right, so once they went, Dion, he went on an interview and he started saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be telling my son like, yeah, he can't go here or there and da da da. So like he started talking before. So like you said, I feel like they did make it a point to be like, yo, we gonna show this black nigga he don't run nothing.
And
he
too,
lucky if his son get drafted.
and then it kind of like causes, if their relationship is not strong, it could make the nigga not like his dad, bro.
That part too. They was like, all right, now we gonna put a wedge between them.
Yeah, bro.
Because that was the same thing that they were saying that they did with the Ball brothers. Like the father was trying to teach them, like, yo, we can start our own brand. Like, we don't gotta sign to nobody else. But then the brands come in like, yo, we could offer you this off the back. Da da da. Something went wrong.